Hey everyone, welcome back. We are getting so close to the finish line, but we're not quite there yet. We need to first craft a book description before we are ready to have everything that we need to start uploading onto Amazon. So that's what today's lesson is going to be about, how to create your book description so that way you stand out on Amazon and can attract buyers. So let's just jump right into it as usual. So, why does a book description matter? Well, number one, it can help you attract potential readers. It serves as your book's marketing pitch, capturing the attention of potential readers browsing Amazon's vast catalog. So, again, if they come across your description and they like what you have to say, then it's more than likely they may pick your book over a competitor. Number two here, creating interest. A compelling book description hooks readers by highlighting the unique aspects, themes, or benefits of your book, encouraging them to learn more and consider making a purchase. So, again, we have to entice them, we have to hook them in, we have to get them curious to want to read the book, and it should kind of solve the problem that they're looking to solve. All right, point number three, providing information. It provides essential details about your book's content, plot if it's fiction, or insights if it's nonfiction, helping readers understand what your book offers and whether it aligns with their interests. Point number four, building credibility. As a well written description establishes credibility by showcasing your expertise and the value of your book's content, instilling confidence in potential readers. Point number five, enhancing discoverability. So, including relevant keywords in your description improves your book's visibility in Amazon's search results, making it easier for interested readers to find and explore. So, keywords are essential. So, for right now, I don't really want to go into depth of doing keyword research because, again, that's like an entire different lesson. And I will be wrapping that into my advanced class when I finish putting all of that together. So if you do want to explore more and learn more, just stay tuned. So you can be aware when I do release that advanced course. However, as long as you stay within your lane of what are relevant topics and subtopics of what your book should be talking about, then your keywords will naturally wind up in your book's description. So I don't want you to overthink it right now. Okay. Encouraging conversations. So a persuasive description ends with a strong call to action, promoting readers to take the next step, and whether that's purchasing the book, adding it to their cart, or exploring further. And then number seven is setting expectations. It sets clear expectations for readers, helping them make informed decisions about whether your book meets their needs or preferences. All right, now let's cover a few things that you should include in your book description. And number one, that is very important, is a hook. Okay, so you want to start with a captivating opening sentence or paragraph that grabs the reader's attention and entices them to continue reading. And I'm going to share with you in more detail a couple of good examples of hooks so that way you can create that attention grabbing description. Number two would be an overview. So you want to provide a concise summary of your book's plot or main themes, if it's a nonfiction book, and highlight what makes your book unique and why it stands out. Number three would be key selling points. Number four would be your target audience. Again, this goes back to when we were talking about the lessons about our customer avatar, because you want to make sure that the people that you are clearly targeting is in your messaging, because that's going to help create that connection with the reader and help convert them into a buyer. All right. Number five is engaging language. So you want to use descriptive and engaging language to invoke emotions or curiosity. Paint a vivid picture of what readers can expect to experience or learn from your book. Number 6 is a call to action. And like we just touched on, maybe at the end of your description, you want to say something along the lines of add to your cart or buy now, some kind of call to action that's relevant to the steps that they would take on Amazon to complete the purchase. Number 7, we have formatting. So keep the description concise, ideally around 150 to 300 words. You don't want to get overwhelmed with your description. You want it to create curiosity and foreshadow like what is to come when they start reading the book. But you also don't want to overdo it. And as far as the formatting, it is ideal to make sure that you are bolding words that are going to be most important or stand out to that potential reader. So you want to have it nicely formatted and laid out in a way, that looks attractive. Okay, and then number 8, again, kind of touching a little bit more on the keywords again. So just incorporate relative keywords related to your book genre or theme in your book description. Again, for example, if I'm writing a book about passive income, I might use words like make money or side hustle, like things that are relevant to passive income. Then I want to make sure that I'm mentioning a variety of the words associated with that into my description as well. And then finally, number 9 is just make sure that you proofread it and make sure that there's no spelling mistakes, because I've seen descriptions out there where there are typos or spelling mistakes, and that instantly reduces your credibility. I also learned from experience, because I did have a typo on my first book, not necessarily in the description on Amazon, but the description that was actually printed on the back of my book. And that was really embarrassing. And I had to go through a bunch of hoops to get that fixed. So just learn from my failures of the past and do not make that mistake. Make sure that you are proofreading before you move on. All right, so now let's talk about examples of hooks. So, one way that you can create an engaging entry into your description is to start with an intriguing question. Here are a couple examples. For instance, what would you risk for the chance at true love? Um, B, what have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the stars? Is there a hidden sadness behind every smile? In a world of illusions, who can we trust? What can passive income really replace your day job? Why settle for one source of income? So you want to have questions, and you don't like there's a couple different hooks that you can do. I'm going to cover a couple different examples with you as well, but this is just some rule of thumb, some thought-provoking questions that you lead with can entice the reader to want to keep reading more, to find out more information, because it chips away at them at what pieces of information they're already slightly interested in, but then you're asking a thought-provoking question that makes them more interested in it. All right, so another way to create a hook is through vivid imagery. So here's an example. Step into a world where shadows dance and whispers speak. In the heart of the jungle, a discovery awaits that could change everything. Imagine checking your bank account and seeing $100,000 in checkings. Visualize a new world where money actually grows on trees and it's abundant. In the heart of a bustling city, shadows weave tales of forgotten magic and untold mysteries. So, some of these are just imagery that makes people go on the path with the author and visualize the scenario that's happening. I think a lot of this similar to like guided meditation that kind of like puts your mind at ease and relaxes you, but also stirs up your creativity to visualize these things, and that sometimes can pull a reader in and make them want to find out more. So, another one here would be startling statements, and startling statements can be a little bit similar, but here's some other examples of that. In a city where magic is illegal, one girl holds the key to its survival. Um, she never expected to find a letter that would unravel her family's darkest secrets. In a world where traditional jobs are fading, passive income is the new financial freedom. Discover how a single idea can generate income for years to come with minimal ongoing effort. Learn how a side project today can become a reliable source of passive income tomorrow. So, these startling statements are very strong statements that just elevate what is to come in the reading experience. And then the fourth point here is personal statements. So, sharing personal stories is a really powerful way to connect with your audience. So, here are a couple good examples of personal statements. As a child, I dreamed of exploring hidden worlds. Now I invite you to join me on that journey. Growing up, I always wondered if there was a way to earn money while pursuing my passions. This book shares the strategies I've discovered for turning interest into income streams. From early setbacks through to breakthrough moments, my journey to understanding passive income has been transformative. I wrote this book to empower readers with the same tools and insights that changed my life. Well, I hope that you ended up learning a lot about different hooks and different angles that you can work to lure people into that description and kind of put your thinking cap on for what's next. So, the next part of the process that I like to do is look at competitors and take a look to see how they're rating up their descriptions. Look at how they're formatting their descriptions and just skim through a couple different competitors that are on Amazon and see if anything stands out to you. Look for how they're adding a call to action. So just kind of make a mental note or get a notebook out and take note of the things that you do like so you can make sure that you reproduce them when it comes to putting together your own description. So let's actually do that. Like, let's go and take a look together at some different book descriptions to see what we can identify. All right, so I'm gonna just jump on over to Amazon and let's say I'm gonna be looking for competitors around passive income books. And so I'm just gonna make sure again that I'm selecting books from the drop down and I'm gonna type in passive income. So now I'm open to looking at, any books and also take notice of the one that have these bestseller tags on them because they're likely selling more than some of the other ones. Also, make sure that when you're looking at these different books in your niche, that you're looking at the ones with a good number of reviews. That means it's been around a while or it's been selling really well, and so you want to look more closely at those ones. So let's say here, even though my book isn't geared toward aggressive retirement, but I can always just go ahead and jump over to taking a look at the description of that book. And so, all right. So, first off, one thing that is popping out to me is this the description. And I'm looking at how it's formatting. It looks like they have a larger headline that is also bold and underlined. So, again, I'm taking a note of that. And then over here, we got some text, and then they're highlighting some things within the text. And I think we talked a little bit about this in the formatting discussion. So, again, this is a good point that you want to make note of. Down here, they're using some bullet points. And this one says in this book, you'll directly learn from countless subject matter experts. So, depending on your book, I mean, that's not a bad idea if you have quotes or you're learning or you're teaching maybe some theories or strategies based on other people that have a big name in the industry. That's something else that you can do to draw attention in. And then it says, join the thousands of people who've already found success with these strategies, applicable in 2020 and beyond. Passive income, aggressive retirement is the gift that keeps on giving. Get it for yourself as a Christmas gift or to jumpstart a New Year's resolution. So it's giving some indication here of why you should buy the book. And then at the bottom, it says what we talked about is having that call to action. Take the next step toward financial freedom. And look, see, they've got a typo in here. See, this is a best-selling book. And it's supposed to say buy, but instead says boy. So make sure that you are doing your proofreading because this is a real example of somebody screwing up. All right, by clicking the buy now button at the top of the page. So what they mean by that is, up here, you could, I'm not logged into Amazon, but there would be a buy now button if I was, well, actually I am logged in. So paperback option probably shows it. Okay. So yeah, buy now button on the paperback option. So you can click through because there's different variations of the book. If you have an ebook versus a paperback, the language is a little bit different. All right. So now that was one example. So let's go back and see what else we can find. All right, so I'm going to go back to the original search here. Let's see if I can find anything else to take note of. All right, let's go to that one that I've used a lot in the design process. 101 passive income ideas under $1,000. I'm going to open this one up and jump over here. Let's see. Okay. All right, so immediately I noticed that this description, while they have a decent description here, it's not as compelling as the other description was. It didn't seem to jump out at me as much. I'm getting down too far here. And I think a lot of that is because the headline is not as large and bold. It's a little bit smaller. It's just bolded out. But let's take a look, see if they have any golden nuggets here in this description. As we all know, there is no magic trick that turns your time directly into money. So again, this is kind of like, it's thought-provoking. It's not really a thought-provoking question, but I would say that it's more of it's one of those strong statements, startling statements, right? We could use that as a takeaway. Let's see. The famous saying, don't work for your money, make your money work for you. That's using a quote. But believe it or not, there are several ways to earn passive income that will make your money work for you. All right, so one of the things I do like here is they are using, again, a bulleted list. So it's telling the reader what kind of passive income ideas they're discussing in the book, from affiliate marketing to drop shipping to blogging and beyond. And then at the bottom here, I don't really see, I guess they missed the opportunity to create a call to action. So at the bottom, all they're saying here is, now that you are ready to take charge of your financial future and have the best available resources, nothing stops you from creating a better life for yourself and your loved ones. So I would say, like, the other description was a lot more compelling, and this one's more mediocre at best. But yeah, not too much to take away from this. So it's good when we're looking at these together, because you can learn what to do versus what not to do and how to make improvements on what you have done. So this is just one area here. Let's go back. We'll look at one more. And let me see what else we can find here. All right, I've seen this one stand out a lot, this lifestyle investor. Well, that's investor. That's not as much of passive income. Let's keep going. Okay, I think there was one up here. All right, let's just look at this one. 3 steps to instant passive income. And the reason why I'm picking this one is I saw it has a lot of reviews and it has good reviews. So let's just take a closer look at this one. So I'm going to open this one up. I'm going to share this. Okay, 3 steps to instant passive income streams. Do you want to generate $10,000 plus per month in passive income in your spare time and eventually quit your job? So I think this has a strong opening, thought provoking question, right? And then again, it goes into more thought provoking questions. Are you thinking about your future and wonder if you get to live with some financial stability? Are you bored with your job? Do you hate Mondays? Do you want to achieve financial freedom, working less and earning more? I think this is really clustering a lot of questions, and you don't necessarily need to do that because this whole paragraph is just run on questions. I think one or even maybe two would be good. You don't have to overdo that. But again, take note, they are bolding out some various line items here, or buzzwords, or keywords, or attention grabbing things to help break up the content. So this way, a lot of times, a reader may not even be reading word for word your description. They might just see the bolded words and be like, oh, yeah, this is exactly what I want. So here, you see, like in the 3 steps to instant passive income streams, you will discover. And then it's giving a couple different bullet points, how to create wealth through passive income streams, allowing you to quit your job and be your own boss. So that quit your job and be your own boss is potentially playing on a pain point that their customer avatar has. They want to quit their job, they want to be their own boss. Like some of the wants and needs of your ideal client, you want to try to hit on within your description. How to earn an income in your sleep, like that's pretty witty right there, because it really gives this sense of how easy this would be to do. So let's see what is toward the bottom. If you're ready to start earning over $10,000 per month in passive income, then scroll up and click the Add to Cart button right now. So again, we are seeing this same language being used in the book description. So make note of that and make sure that you're also implementing that into the description that you're putting together. All right, so I hope that you found this section of looking at competitors valuable before we jump into the next segment. So now I'm going to take you through how to use AI or ChatGPT to start crafting your book description for Amazon, but it may not nail it on the first time. That's why I wanted you to do that exercise first of looking up competitors and seeing how they're opening up with their description. So this way you can modify the output that AI gives you to make it the best possible book description that you can. Okay, so now what I want you to do is get back into your chat GPT and make sure that you go back to the chat where all of this originally started with the customer avatar creation chat log. Because again, we want to create our prompt to make sure that we're speaking to our ideal target customer. And I want to show you the prompt that I'm going to use. Now, I haven't used this prompt just yet. So we're going to see what kind of output that we're getting. But remember, the quality of the prompt that you're entering into Chat GPT is directly related with the quality of the output that you're going to get. So here's what I'm starting out with. And just keep in mind, it's best to be as descriptive as you can when you're plugging in a prompt to get the output for the description that you want for your book. So I'm writing, I am preparing to launch my book, and then I inserted the book name, Passive Income Secrets, on Amazon, but I need your help with creating a book description for Amazon. Can you please write a short book description with a hook that creates curiosity for readers to want to explore more? Please also write the description to target my preferred customer avatar. So I'm using this prompt because I want to give all the possible information that I can. I want to tell ChatGPT that this description is for a book description on Amazon. I want to remind it of what the book name is so it stays on the topic and doesn't deviate. I want to also make sure that it's going to include a hook because I don't want it to miss that essential piece of information. And I also want to tell it that to target the ideal customer avatar. Now, because the ideal customer avatar is already in this chat memory, it should be able to pull the information from that, just like we did with the other section of the book. So let me go ahead and hit the enter button here and see what kind of results we get back. Okay, here we go. I like what I'm seeing so far. It's given me a headline. I'm going to just read through that for us here. It says the headline is Passive Income Secrets Unlock Financial Freedom and Reclaim Your Time. Do you dream of escaping the 9 to 5 grind and having more time to spend with your family? Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck and looking for a way to achieve financial independence? Passive Income Secrets is your ultimate guide to unlocking the secrets of generating passive income and transforming your life. In this book, you'll discover proven strategies, learn about various income streams, including real estate, dividend stocks, online businesses, and digital products, real life success stories. Get inspired by real life examples of people who have successfully built multiple streams of passive income. Step-by-step guides. Follow practical, actionable steps to start generating passive income today, even with limited time and resources. Mindset shifts. Understand the crucial mindset changes needed to overcome fear and take control of your financial future. Imagine waking up each day knowing your money is working for you, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Whether you're a busy professional, a stay at home parent, or anyone looking to achieve financial freedom, this book will provide you with the tools and motivation to start your passive income journey. Unlock the secrets to financial freedom and reclaim your time. Get your copy of Passive Income Secrets today and take the first step toward a life of financial independence and abundant time with your loved ones. So I think it's a pretty good output. I think I would personally like to see the introduction fleshed out a little more. I do like it uses the hook of asking the attention grabbing, thought provoking questions, and it does 2 of them. And I'm okay with 2 questions because I feel like it flows well. I just think that it could be a little bit more descriptive in this first opening paragraph before it goes into the bullet points. And then also the takeaways here, I think they're pretty good. It even bolds out some things that I think we might want to see. I feel like one area where it did miss the mark was including the call to action as far as like scroll up and click buy now, scroll up and click add to cart, whatever that language might be, just based on your preference. I think this is where you might want to tune up your description. So my next step of recommendation would be working with ChatGPT either until you get what you want, but more likely just copying and pasting this out, putting it into a Google Doc or a Word and just manipulating how you want it, and then go through those other steps like we've already learned, with proofreading and formatting it, and just make sure you're saving it on your computer because we are going to come back to this because this is the reason why I had you do this step right now is that when we go into the next step, because our next lesson is going to be uploading everything into Amazon KDP to actually publish your book. And you're going to want to just have your description ready to copy and paste in. So great. So that's the one thing I do think you should start working on. All right. So your action item for this lesson is pretty simple and straightforward. go out there, do the research, look at competitors, and then leverage AI to help you write your book description, tune it up, proofread it, format it, save it. And because the next lesson that we're going over to, we're going to finally get to the last piece of the puzzle. Uploading everything onto Amazon is the final step, just to get your book on there, which is all this course is going to be, is to just officially get your book out there. And yeah,